Ms. Husick.
Husick, like who gets sick.
Husick.
Husick.
Okay, Husick. I like that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks for correcting me. So you're here for your first flight lesson.
I am.
So what do you think? What's going through your head?
I'm a little nervous.
Okay.
My belly's tumbling.
Okay.
But I'm excited
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. Now, have you ever been up in a little airplane like this?
Not this little.
Not this
Just
little.
like a little puddle jumper.
Okay.
But that's it.
Okay,
But
so
there were,
like a commuter.
Yes.
A commuter. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool. So, what do you think you're going to expect? Like, what kind of things are making you a little bit trepidatious?
The takeoff.
Takeoff. Okay.
The constant. I'm afraid I won't be able to hear you because of the engine.
Okay. All right.
And just the surroundings and what's going to happen up in the air, like once we're there. Because I
Okay.
know there's air pockets.
Yep. Turbulence.
Turbulence.
Yeah. Do you know what causes turbulence?
I do not.
Okay. So when the sun comes up, it heats the earth.
Okay.
And the air gets warm around the earth, and it's got to go somewhere, and it rises.
Okay.
So what the turbulence is when we fly through one of those pockets of rising air, you feel a little bit of a bubble. It's just like a wave.
And then I feel like I'm going to really feel it in the smaller plane than I am in a larger plane.
It's a little bit more noticeable in a little airplane.
Okay.
But the good news is it's late in the day, so that thermal activity is a little less. It's a little breezy, but not as breezy as it was on Sunday. Sunday would have been a really bad day to fly, and that's why I
watched the
called it
trees.
off. Yeah, it was like I don't want to put you up in conditions like that. So now to address your hearing concerns, we're both going to have headsets on.
Okay.
And it's tied in through the airplane, so we'll be able to hear each other,
Okay.
and it cuts the noise of the engine out. So yes, it's loud, and that's like one of the things about this airplane. It's a horrible classroom because it's noisy, it's chaotic. You know,
Just
there's
like
a lot
my
of things.
classroom.
Exactly.
Because we got a lot of learning going on.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And this one in particular, a small airplane, especially in the summer, can get hot, it's a little turbulent, and it's a stressful environment anyway. So what we try to do as instructors is we try to do as much teaching on the ground as we can.
I like that.
Yeah, and the idea with each one of our lessons is that we lay out exactly what we're going to do, and then the completion standards, and we say, okay, when you master these steps or these techniques, then we'll move on to the next lesson.
Okay.
And as you know, as an instructor, a lot of times people get to a plateau and they can't learn more. Same thing in aviation. I'm working with a guy right now, he hasn't flown in 40 years. And he's trying to get back into the cockpit and trying to, learn the new airspace rules and all that kind of stuff. And he gets frustrated when he gets to a certain point, and he's like, I had these landings yesterday and they were going fine. Now it feels like I forgot everything. So what I'll do as an instructor is, let's go do something else. Let's not worry about trying to beat yourself up about the landings. Let's go try to do some air work or things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And that's what we do in the classroom.
yeah, I know. And the interesting thing about becoming an instructor is I had to learn a lot of this stuff, not nearly as much as you do as a teacher, but all the principles of learning, the different types of learning. You have to study all that stuff as an instructor.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm a teacher. I specialize in teaching people how to fly.
I'm ready to learn.
All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to take off, and I think the first thing we're going to do, so there's 4 things you can do in an airplane. So you can climb,
Right.
you can descend, and you can turn, and you can fly straight and level. So that's our goal today, is for you to explore each one of those realms of flight, and I'll demonstrate, and you'll do.
Yikes.
I know. All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, let's go do this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do our pre-flight. We're going to film it. I'm going to put it on a time-lapse thing, so it'll seem like we're
Okay.
running around the airplane. I'll walk you through a pre-flight, and then we'll pull the plane out and go fly.